world of sports, both domestic and abroad, you've been a huge player. How, or I guess why, was Real Salt Lake such a unique opportunity that you became invested and interested in?
Well, look, I always start with like the bigger picture. And for me, the bigger picture is just the sport itself. And from a global perspective, I'm just a huge fan of not only the game, but the growth of the game and the fact that it's as global as it is. I then kind of take a look at US soccer, what's going on here. And the growth has been spectacular, and it will continue, in my opinion, and frankly accelerate as we get closer and closer to the 26 World Cup. Then I look at the MLS, and I look at what Don Garber and his management team have been doing in the MLS, and it's nothing short of spectacular. And then the most important point is what makes sense once you decide, I really love soccer, I really love what's happening in the US, I really love what's happening in the MLS. Okay, what's the right situation? And here, the right situation started with the market and the team. I mean, this fan base is incredible. The infrastructure is incredible. The academy is one of the top academies, not just in this country, but more broadly when I look at global academies, and I've seen a lot of academies around the globe. And then take that one step further and say, okay, all of that makes sense, but being able to do that with Ryan and SEG is perfect, right? I mean, they're so tied into this community and understand it so incredibly well, and they run a fantastic team here in Utah. And so that partnership just made a ton of sense for both of us, and we're really excited to be here on this day.
So I'm glad you went in that direction, because I keep hearing perfect fit. These two are a perfect fit. How did that partnership come about?
Well, it's funny because I have known about Ryan for quite a long time from a lot of mutual friends that we've had are always like, oh, you got to go meet Ryan Smith. You're going to love Ryan Smith. And obviously I followed what Qualtrics has done because I'm in the investment business, and the success story we all know is incredible. But then I got to know Ryan actually through when he came into the NBA. And we used to see each other on a variety of NBA calls and things of that nature. And then given all these mutual friends, et cetera, we just got to know each other. And then this opportunity came up for RSL that we're all aware of, right? As the league had been looking for a new partner and ownership group for the team. And Ryan and I started talking about it. And he was giving me a bit of his vision, and I was giving him a bit of my vision. And we realized that we both connected really well, and we both had quite similar views in terms of how we operate the teams and how we think about the community and how we think about our fan bases and where the world is going and what this might look like in 5 years and 10 years. And we just said, hey, let's do this.
So from a fan's perspective, the question is, I guess, so what does this mean on the field and what does it mean off the field? So as I put that to you, what does it look like through your guys' eyes?
This is an amazing franchise as it sits today. And I can only hope that Ryan and I will continue to make the community proud, make the fan base proud, and generate new fans, and generate new ways to watch the team, right? We all have an amazing experience. There's nothing like the live experience, let's all be clear. But the ability to continue to grow this fan base and take it more to other markets, and I don't mean that, I mean that more in a sense of football's global, soccer's global. And to be able to touch some of the other teams in our network and think about, looking at players from even a scouting perspective across the world rather than, much more provincially, I think will be a huge benefit to the team over time. But the reality is we have a fantastic infrastructure, fan base, and market, and you've got Ryan and obviously what he brings to the table. Hopefully, I'll be able to add a lot of value, and I'm very proud and excited to be, here in this market and in RSL together with Ryan.